on the other side of the road. I don't have wattle trees in my yard. I used to, but I took them all out because they have a habit of dying very quickly, so I get rid of them out of my yard if they end up in here. So we'll look at the energies for this week. So I woke up this morning with aches and pains, but I feel like it's more energetic and probably more to do with the Ascension symptoms that are going on at the moment, because we are heading into a completely different octave. So, and moving into 5D energies, and that two-world split is really beginning to manifest. I was talking to a friend the other day who we were talking about, you know, this, everyone talks about this solar flash that's coming and that's supposedly coming within the next few years, and how it will manifest and how it will look. And by all accounts, it appears that everybody is expecting a very sudden event. But it's not what either her or I really, you know, sort of intuitively understand. That's not how we see it happening. I'm not really sure how it will happen, but I feel that it's already happening, that the rapture is already occurring within us, and that is why we are, and I think it's been going on for many years. And of course the cosmological events too, the solar flares, all of those things, planetary alignments are all kind of, you know, working towards this transformation of carbon-based reality and moving into a crystalline form within our own structures, our own bodies. And everything else is changing as well. So how I feel, and how Yolandi, this woman that this friend of mine, feels, and after we spoke about it, and I don't know how anybody else feels, but it makes sense to me. Has anyone ever heard of the Mandela effect? Because I somehow feel that is how it is going to, that is how it is manifesting within our lives. And if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, maybe go and have a look at it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's a very, very interesting concept, but one I feel that is that makes sense to me. Yeah, so interesting times that we're living in. So anyway, I do digress. So yeah, maybe it's going to just happen incrementally, and that's how I feel it may be happening, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at the energies for today. For this week, sorry. Oh. This is very interesting, the energy of the twins. I'm not sure what full moon this full moon will be in, but I feel like it's the energy of the twins, and I do not know what that means, but that's what I get when I look at that card, the energy of the twins. So what we appear to be moving into is a higher aspect of ourselves. And I feel like this week there are going to be sort of like a lot of people may really start to experience a lot of Ascension symptoms. things like Ascension flu, which is body aches and pains, and it actually looks like the flu, but in reality it doesn't manifest wholly and solely like the flu. So there it will manifest as aches and pains, sinusy sort of problems going on, and that sort of thing. So I feel like that's what's going on at the moment, because I feel like we're actually moving into a completely different space and a completely different ionosphere in a way, and those changes are really beginning to manifest within our bodily structures, as I've said before, as we move from that carbon-based reality into the crystalline reality, which within our cells, it's sort of like we're now moving into more of the concept of space in a way. So a lot more all at one with all that is, and really starting to move into those flowing energies, those flowing feminine energies. And coming together within ourselves, and trying to find balance within ourselves as we go through these ascension symptoms. There's a real balance happening within the masculine and the feminine within all of us. I haven't done a masculine and feminine reading just as yet, because this is the first one that I'm doing today. But there's a very, very transformative energies that are coming through. Actually moving from the chrysalis into the butterfly. And at the moment we seem to be in that chrysalis stage where we're moving from that egg and moving out into a greater version of ourselves in the form of a beautiful butterfly. Yes, I'm not sure about something about the moon, the full moon that will be coming into play. I'm not really sure exactly where it lies at the moment, where it is, it's placed, the moon, this month, because I'm no astrologist, I'm afraid to say. But once again, we have beginnings, new beginnings. Oh, okay, that's another thing I'm getting. Okay, so new beginnings on a financial level. So there's a good chance that the quantum financial system may actually come into being within the next couple of months. The dragonfly energy too is about rebirth. So it seems to be that there's going to be a rebirth on a financial level. And that is what is transforming and taking place in our physical world at the moment. It will look like that everything is falling apart. Of course, before everything does fall apart, there is lots of chaos, there's lots of pressure, there's lots of movement that causes this chaotic energy. And that is within the financial system. As you can see, prices are going up everywhere. The mortgages are moving upwards, but this is all meant to be. It's because the petrodollar and the fiat dollar is going to fall. So there will be other forms of finances that will come into play. So that's really interesting how that is beginning to play out. But that's what's going on at the moment. There will be a new financial system that comes in, and one that will be on a higher vibration than the old that has gone before. So, and I feel like it's got something to do with the new moon coming up. Either the new moon or the full moon. Maybe the new moon. The full moon that comes in will be like a complete destruction of the old, and the new moon coming in may see the beginning of some of these energies coming through. We also have the devil here. So, we've been moving from this demonic system of control that has plagued the earth for 26,000 years since the fall, since the discord happened. and that they are really going to, it will look like before all of this new stuff comes through, it will look like that there's going to be, as I said, a lot of chaotic energy and lots of kind of darker energies coming through. But that is because the demonic system is falling. And, you know, like any animal that is trapped, they will do everything they can to free themselves. And it's going to look pretty bloody for a little while. That's because these guys are fighting back, and fighting back in a big way. So that is why the world is looking so absolutely mad, because you see, the demonic structure thought, and you know, those that embody that, thought that they'd actually have some time so that they could manifest their new world order and the control that they wished to enforce upon the human race. However, there is no more time, and so that's why the world is looking totally crazy, because all of their agendas are now being pushed very, very forcefully onto the people. But it will be enough to wake up the people, hopefully, those that are still sleeping, to see exactly what it is that's going on. And so it's going to look a little bit more weird and wonderful and disgustingly horrific for a little while longer. But it's moving into something much higher. So even though it's going to look a little bit darker for a little while, it's only because they are in the death throes now. So yeah, it's a great thing to see. So yeah, they're really feeling the burden, and they will still try to deceive. The only tool they really have now is the media. That's it. Unfortunately though, the media still, like, this is why I say get rid of your TV set. You have no idea about the subliminal messages that are being flashed across your scene in split second that goes straight through into your subconscious. I have not had the TV hooked up to free-to-air TV for 7 years. So, you know, you're not going to get any sort of truth or any sort of understanding while you continue to watch the Black Mirror. But, you know, so yes, that's my advice. However, people will do exactly what they're going to do, because that's what humans do. Yeah, so they're the energies at the moment. So I really feel like that we are moving out. I think that we're beginning to break free into becoming a butterfly. We're transforming, and that is actually occurring, and you can feel it within your cells, and that is what that's what the transformation feels like. Those ascension symptoms, like the body aches and pains and ascension flu type symptoms, are only actually forcing us out of that chrysalis into a completely new world as a butterfly. So we are going through a massive transformation, but just be prepared to see the darkness continue its relentless havoc and control that it's going to do within the next few months. I feel like the next few months are going to be very telling about just how many people will awaken to what's going on, and also to those transformative energies have to move us forward into something far greater than what is here right now. So they're the energies for the week. So I feel like a lot of meditation can help. Walking, movement, any sort of movement can help to help with those ascension symptoms. But yeah, if you're experiencing that, just know that and also fatigue. There's a real sense of fatigue that a lot of us get. Like sometimes I will just get wiped out with some of the energies that are coming through. But that means that, you know, we're in that chrysalis form before we move into those lovely transformative energies of the butterfly and freedom. And that's where the world's going at the moment, in that chrysalis stage before they come out, before it moves out into the cosmos as a butterfly. Yeah, so anyway, I'll see you next week.